What is going on, guys? Retailer Tom here. Today, we are going over exactly what you need to do to make six figures per year on eBay. This is a live chat, so you guys can ask me any questions. And yeah, let me know if everything looks good. We'll get straight to it. I do have a bunch of questions, and I do have offers coming in. So let me accept this. It's a cashmere sweater. It does have a hole. It's by one of my favorite brands titled Theory. And let me just make sure this chat works. So yeah, guys, leave your questions down below and I'll answer any questions you have. But I just got an offer for 16 plus 680 shipping. And usually I would counter on a cashmere sweater like this, but it does have a hole. So I'll just accept that. But the 90-day total is looking really good on my phone. It's almost $30,000. Right here we have some Colombian coffee from Trader Joe's. But yeah, I'll show you what the 90-day total is. I know that on the phone it's over by like a couple thousand. But yeah, 27. So that's the 90-day total right now. And yeah, today's going good. I think we're at 200 by 12, and I'll have a what sold video coming out after this live stream. So yeah, guys, hit me up with any questions you might have. I do have offers that I can send out, and I'm gonna also read some questions that I got recently. I know we're 10 minutes early, but just wanted to make sure everything looks good. But yeah, guys, leave your questions down below. Hey, what's going on? Cynthia, what's going on? Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I know I got a bunch of recent questions on my last couple of videos, so I'll go through those as well. But if you guys have any questions, if you need anything, let me know. I'm here to help you guys out. Anything eBay related. And then we're also going to go through the topic on how to really create a really big business on eBay. So just going to chill here for a second, making sure the live is looking good. Everything seems to be good. I got the DSLR for the live stream, and it took me like an hour to really figure it out. But I think it looks pretty good. The only thing is like, awesome, Cynthia. Cool. What's going on? Yo, what's going on? Dark Lark, what's going on, man? Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. And yeah, so today's topic is how to make six figures. Today's going pretty good at $200 by 12, which is good. So probably hit like $500 today, which is really good. And so, yeah, let me know how you guys are doing. How are your sales? Mine have been really good this month. Like, I think I'm gonna be at $12,000 to $13,000 total this month gross, which is really good. Because not too long ago I was doing 5,000 months and kind of struggling to get to that next level. And there were some huge paradigm shifts that happened for me to get me to the $10,000 mark. And it's actually a lot more simple than you would imagine. It's really not that hard. It's just repetitive tasks every day, which can be draining, and it can also kind of burn you out. But there are ways that you can really go about doing it. And one of those ways is really trying to get as much as you can first thing in the morning. It's called eating the frog. And it's just trying to get everything done in the morning, because the last thing you want to do is be exhausted and burnt out. And you're like, oh, it's like 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. and I still have to do 20 listings. Like, that is draining. That's a really easy way to get burnt out. I just started, Cynthia, I just started to sell. I sell like two a day. I just don't know how much brands. I don't know about brands when I'm thrifting, but I'm learning. Hey, that's all that matters. I would honestly, hold back from buying until you're more knowledgeable with your brands, because when I first started, I went super hard with just buying a bunch of like brands that have very low sell-through rate. And then I had like a storage issue where I just had like a huge pile of clothing and I wasn't getting sales. So in the beginning, I would really slow it down And I'm not sure if this is your full-time thing. I hope not. If you're just selling 2 a day, unless like you're selling super high ticket items, but keep doing your job, or keep doing that your main source of income right now, and just go slow in the beginning. Slowly is holy. And you have to go slow in the beginning because it's really easy to overspend. It's really easy to get a bunch of junk. Um, that's basically what I did. I started last September and I got like 300 button up shirts, and a lot of them are just still sitting there and they're like dirt cheap right now. They're like $5 and they're not selling. So you need to be really cognizant with the types of brands you're getting and even the style of brands. Like button ups are probably the worst thing you can get unless it's like a really, really good brand like Theory or something. But yeah, slow it down in the beginning and only source gold items. And I'm saying things that are going to get you $20 profit. So that's going to be in the $40 to $50 range. I think in the beginning, if you can really study and learn brands, or just in person, look at sell-through rate in person, if you can really try to source $40 to $50 ASP, meaning average sales price, if you can get in that sweet spot, you're going to be very successful, and that's going to allow you to have money in your pocket, and then you can go out and get more things. So really, essentially what you want to do is just keep reinvesting. You want to keep reinvesting. So if you guys haven't liked the video yet, please give it a thumbs up. It'll help push this out. I know we're a little early, but we are getting straight into it right here. So let me just read off some recent questions. Ben, I'm still trying to sell a lot of my button ups from the first month. Yeah, same exact boat as you, my man. It's horrible. I'm just looking at it because I have a closet. So I have the SKU system, and then I have a closet that I store like my jackets and coats, which are also just sitting around. I do really bad with sweaters, button ups, and hoodies and stuff like that. Just it's so competitive. It's so saturated that you really need to like get better things. And it's out there. You'd be surprised. There's actually a lot of stuff out there. Dark, do you source at the Goodwill store or just the bins? I asked because prices on the stores are getting crazy high, $24 for a used Vineyard Vine shirt. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, so I just go to the bins. I would say if the bins, also known as the Goodwill outlet, you can just go on Google Maps or Apple Maps and just type in the Goodwill outlet, and it's basically just a warehouse where they push out carts. You get things for dirt cheap. In LA, it's like $3 a pound, and so like a normal shirt would cost me like $1 to $1.50. So very low cost, and even for jeans, it can be worth it because it would be around $3 to $4 for a pair of jeans, and then you can flip that for 25 plus $8.90 shipping. So Dark, yeah. So I would say I mainly only go to the bins. However, you can find some things in the outlet. You just have to kind of go through every single rack. They slip up on a lot of good brands. So if you become really knowledgeable, build a huge Rolodex, meaning your overall awareness of all the top brands, you can find them slipping because all the employees aren't constantly learning the new brands. So we need to be one step ahead of the employees. So that way, if we do go to the racks, the actual store, that way we can find them slipping. That's really how some really, really successful people in reselling clothing, that's what they did. They built their whole model just going to thrift routes and basically catching them slipping. And he originally did it with like jerseys. Now it's just going to be, establishing more of an awareness regarding brands. So yeah, guys, like the video if you haven't. I know there's a few of you in here. If you can like the video, that'd be great. If you're not subscribed, do so, because we come out with really high quality content like this all the time. So a like and a subscription would go a long way. I don't charge you guys for anything. I don't need any of your income. Like, I just do this freely. So in return, if you could give it a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. So thank you for that. But there were some recent questions on the YouTube channel, like for just my videos. So let me go through the videos. But if you guys have any other questions here, let me know. I'm here to help you. You have me like live in the flesh. So if you have any questions at all, hit me up here. And that way I can really help you guys. So anything related to eBay, anything related to making more money or saving money or my process in certain things, let me know because I will help you out. I look for a solid cashmere premium with no holes, always underpriced at thrifts. I've paid hundreds for sweaters for me just to take them to my tailor to repair it if they have holes. Same with linen. Now I buy it and resell wool sweaters, 5 categories for me. So I guess they get their sweaters repaired, which is pretty smart. There was a recent question. This might be a dumb question, but is the shipping cost the same as a label cost? Yes. So if you're, I always recommend just going on eBay for the shipping labels, or I guess you could do pirate ship, but I just do everything in-house through eBay. I just think it's better that way. This person just paid $23 for a cashmere sweater. I do really good with cashmere. Insanely good. Oh, it disappeared. Right here. Just a cashmere sweater by Theory. Theory's a really good brand. I pretty much pick up anything Theory, even their button-ups do good. But other than that, I don't pick up button-ups. But the question by Cynthia or Synth619, she said, so yeah, is getting the label the same cost as the shipping label on eBay? Yes. And if I choose priority or first class, do we have to ship what they selected, or can we do something different like ground? So I would say if they selected priority, then I would do priority because it can mess up you can actually get defects for a late shipment. So if they selected priority, they're expecting it within 3 to 5 days. So if you try to like go around it and go for a cheaper label, such as first class, and you ship it first class opposed to priority, what they selected, they'll get it later. And they can get mad at that. They might leave you a negative review because they paid for priority when you shipped first class. And also, if it comes late, eBay will ding your account and you'll see like lower traffic. So if they select priority and you see that it actually can go first class, I would just still ship it out priority in like a flat rate legal envelope. That way you don't get like dings or anything on your account. I know it kind of sucks, but what you could also do is just have everything first class. And then so like your whole store, you could just put first class. And then if it's over first class, you can just select the priority one, and that won't hurt your account because they'll actually get it faster than what they selected. So that's kind of what I do. If I don't really know the exact, like you could just weigh everything right before, you could weigh everything before like you list it. Or you could just have everything kind of like first class. And then if it is over, then you can just ship it priority and put it in like a flat rate envelope. You'll save on cost. Cynthia, sometimes the label is crazy expensive on eBay. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. So yeah, just figure out what is best for you. And for me, I mean, I do a lot of first class items, so it's pretty cheap for me. It's like a lot of my labels are like $4 to $6.80 for first class, and then pretty much anything over first class, I just put it in a flat rate envelope, unless it's priority. Sometimes you can actually get a cheaper price on priority putting it in a poly mailer. It's weird. Like if it's really close to you, like let's say like I need to ship it like down the street because I'm in LA, so a lot of my customers are in LA. It would be cheaper for me just to ship it priority, even if it's like jeans, it's over 16 ounces, than a flat rate envelope because it's so close to me that I would actually save 60 cents if I just did it priority. But you won't be able to see that unless you actually go on the eBay app to see that. But for the most part, priority is going to be more expensive. And so you would want to put it in a flat rate envelope. Dark, I see you have an awesome 90-day total, way higher than mine. I list every day 5 items. How many do you list? Really good question. So I think 5's good. Like I said, slowly is holy, and only do what you. I would say that the tortoise is way more is way better than the hare, because when I first started, I was the hare. I jumped straight into 30 per day. It was very expensive. I got burnt out really fast. I missed days. I was very inconsistent, and so with eBay, consistency is key. And eBay, I guess it's an algorithm, it's a robot, it's not necessarily a person, but they reward you on consistency. And if there's anything that I can really give to you guys, is the most important thing with eBay regarding clothing is absolutely listing the same amount every single day, preferably at the same time every day, preferably first thing in the morning. A lot of six-figure earners in the clothing category, they just have their drafts go out, or they just list first thing in the morning, gives them that little bump in traffic, and they do the same amount every single day. And if you want to go up slowly, you can go up slowly. Yo, what's up, Taylor? Hope you're doing great. You can go slowly, and slowly is holy. So when I first started, like I said, I went straight into 30 per day, which is just unbelievably arrogant. And yeah, so I got burnt out within a week, and I started missing days, and my graph was looking like this. Like one day I would be up, the next day I would be down because I would miss days and I was inconsistent. I would do 30 here, 10 here, 15 there. And that's not what you want to do. The most successful people like Taylor, he can tell you, he's got a really good YouTube channel. He's consistent every single day. He probably doesn't miss a day. If he does, maybe it's just one time out of the whole year. But the most successful people on eBay, they create a schedule. They kind of treat it like a job, and you can hire people like Taylor does, which is awesome. But in the beginning, you want to keep your expenses super low. You don't want to off the bat hire a bunch of people. Like Taylor's way more established, and so he has the capital to do that. But in the beginning, pick a very simple listing goal and stick to it like it's a 9 to 5. And yes, we are our own boss, but we have to hold ourselves accountable. That is the most important thing. We have to hold ourselves accountable. We have to show up every single day. That's the most important thing. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you, Dark. Appreciate it. Yeah, the YouTube channel is super small, but that's good because I'm going to remember all of you guys here, and I'm just going to stay consistent. Just like how I do it on eBay, I'm going to be very consistent on YouTube and answer any of your questions. And I know that we do have some more questions that I got recently in videos. But if you guys need anything, I'm here. So let me know if you guys have anything else that you want me to answer. Someone asked, do I do bins, boxes for storage? So yeah, this is Game Changer. This saves me so much time because when I first started, I didn't know what I was doing, and I because I have a 2-bedroom, and so I stacked like a bunch of clothes on top of each other, and it was like shirts in one section, jeans in one section, long sleeves and sweaters in one section, and there was like maybe 6 sections on this bed, and I stacked up the clothing to like 4 feet high, and that got really bad. That was just awful. I couldn't use the bed. My girlfriend was mad at me, and yeah, she was not happy about it. But the boxes are Game Changer because it takes you 2 seconds to find a bag, and the bags look like this. So when I get a sale, I'll basically it takes me like 2 seconds. I find it, and then I have it right here. And I don't ship it in the plastic bags. Actually, these are reusable bags, and so I just reuse them, which is awesome. Thanks, definitely list at least a few each day. I'd rather do 22 days in a row than 40 one day and 0 the next. Absolutely, Taylor. I'm sourcing today, but I'll catch you on another time. Thank you, Taylor. I really appreciate it. If you guys haven't seen his channel, check him out. He is a veteran eBay seller. He's doing really, really well on eBay and on YouTube. So thank you for that, my man. But yeah, like sourcing is very important. Like you need to figure out how to actually, that's like, I guess I would say it's maybe the hardest or most time consuming of my eBay business is just going out. However, I'm in such a good like location where like when I go into the bins, I can find like, I'm not kidding here. Like I can find like 10 to 20 gold items within like 1 to 2 hours. And so I'm super blessed in that. But everyone has their advantages and disadvantages to where they live. And so you really just have to figure out the advantages in your location, and you just have to like stay consistent. So I pretty much go to the bins every single day, and my goal is to source like the highest value items possible. Um, and it's just that simple. I go there with the intention to get 20 gold items every single day. And then if it's really, really good, what I'll do is just, I'll try to shoot for 40, and then I can kind of skip a day. And so I'll do 20 that day, and then I have 20 more. Like today I have some inventory so that's why I'm not going to the bins today, because during this time I would be there right now, but I do have 20 gold items laying out in the photo setup that I can list right now. But yeah, guys, fire away. I am here for you. If we don't have many questions, we'll end early, but if you guys need anything, let me know. Give me some questions. Don't be shy. I know there were some more questions on the YouTube channel. Someone asked what other categories I do. So I think I do like North Face bags as well. So if I go to the bins and find some really nice North Face, I will sell that because it sells for like $60. And then I also dabble in some shoes a little bit. I kind of like hiking shoes, so I will pick up like, Columbia and North Face hiking shoes, or Merrell hiking shoes. They actually do really good for me. But the thing with like kind of like going towards other categories is you kind of have to list those things every single day. So if you dabble into shoes, it's very important to try to list some shoes every day to get shoe sales every day. So I do 20 clothing, 10 hats per day. If I stop the hats, I see a huge decrease in hat sales. And so, yes, it's nice having that high SP sale with the shoes, because Merrell can go for like $60 to $80. And so it is really nice. Like it's super nice, like getting those big sales, like looking at your eBay app and you see, do I pick up Cool by Cynthia? Yeah, I actually found some crazy like $60 Cool pants just sitting at the top of the bins, because a lot of the people when I go to the bins, a lot of them are just in there for vintage stuff. And so they really pass on all the super high end items. And so there was like this perfect condition, no holes, nowhere, these Cool pants. And I saw the logo. So if you don't know what the Cool logo looks like, you cannot pass that up. I'll show you guys what it looks like. The logo looks like this, guys. If you see this logo in anything, just pick it up, because it's worth a lot of money. So yeah, Cool and Prana are some of my favorite brands, but it looks like this. So if you see it, it's just like it looks like a mountain. It's like a blue sky with a mountain. And so anytime you see that, pick it up. There's also this logo, and it's like an orange sky. So that's the one I found. It looks like that logo, but instead of a blue sky, it has like an orange sky. And it's just hiking pants, and they're worth a lot of money, and they're really, really nice. And I kind of want them. And you guys know how it is. Like when you start wearing stuff, it sells. So if you guys want something to sell, wear it, because when you wear it, it's going to sell. It's like the universe. It's like, oh, like I'm not even kidding. Every single thing that I've worn that is listed on eBay sells. So if I want to sell this Patagonia Better sweater, I'm going to have to start wearing it, because it's going to sell. All my shoes that I list, I'm like, dang, I actually really like these shoes. Like I got these Birkenstocks, and they sold like immediately. And I was kind of sad, because I was like, dang, I kind of like them. Birkenstocks are pretty nice. How do I find time to go swimming yesterday? Glad to hear you're paying attention to your self-care, keeping up with your mental health. I wish I could find balance. Ideas for future videos. Yeah. So, mental health is very important, because reselling can be very lonely, and I understand that. And that's also a reason why I wanted to create this YouTube channel, is kind of extend my family and create a community. Like I'm never going to ask you guys for money or donations or Patreons or anything like that. I just want to create the community. So I think community is very important. Getting friends that resell, very important. And finding the time, it's just, instead of dragging out your reselling business all day, you just have to really try to do it back to back. So The best case scenario is you wake up, you do your morning routine, you drink your Colombian coffee, you grind it up, you get some filtered water, you run it through the grounds, drink the coffee, you get super hydrated, do some jumping jacks, some push-ups, go out in the sun. When you're ready and you're woken up, ready to crush the day, then play some music, get fired up, get straight to your listing station, and do everything all in a row. So you take your photos. Immediately after you take your photos, what you want to do is list. That's the most important thing. It's very easy to take the photos or kind of like photo here, do something, photo there, do something, go to the bathroom, eat, get everything done, and then focus your absolute attention and focus to getting your listing, your photos done. So whether it's 5 sets of photos, 20 sets of photos, 30 sets of photos, do it all at once. Don't get distracted. Do it all at once. And then basically from there, you go straight to your laptop, your computer. I use AirDrop. I AirDrop it on the computer, and then I get straight to listing. I don't take 30 minutes to take a bath. I don't take 30 minutes to eat food or go to the bathroom. I just immediately get straight to listing, and it takes me like 1 to 2 hours, and then my day is basically done. And then from there, if I go sourcing, that can take 2 to 3 hours, but then I still have a bunch of time. So ideally, and then I ship. So ideally what you want to do is get all the listing and photos done in the morning. And that's kind of like the majority of time for most people. Instead of stretching it way out, compress time and get it all done first thing in the morning. Cynthia, when I walk into the thrift store, my adrenaline starts pumping. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing, because when you first start, it's very easy to overspend. And I had that problem. A lot of people have that problem. It's really hard to hold back, especially when you have like some extra cash. It's very easy to just spend it all on thrift stores, thinking that you're going to make an ROI, when in reality, you never really research the sell-through rate on the items you got. And you're like, wow, this sucks. And like, I'm sitting with like 500 button-up shirts that won't sell at $5. But yeah, fire away. Any more questions? Let me know. We'll end it soon. But yeah, any last second questions? Let me know, guys. We can keep this rolling. If not, it's all good. I don't expect a huge huge streams right now, just because I'm super tiny on YouTube. But it is growing fast, and it's because of you guys. So I really, really appreciate you guys like tremendously. Honestly, like I really, really appreciate it. And so, see if there's any other questions. More videos on how you pick items at the bins. I'm new to this. And how do you do research before buying clothes? So I bought $10 at the flea market. It says the Reebok shorts are $35. Do I have your contact information? Yeah, do not spend $35 for Reebok shorts. Maybe spend 50 cents on Reebok shorts. That's awful. Okay, so my bin strategy is very simple. I'm not the person that waits in line, waits for the carts to come out. That can sometimes take 30 minutes. When people are spending 30 minutes waiting for the new bins to roll out, I am just pacing all around all the bins that have been picked over. And I don't stop. I'm just constantly moving, constantly sorting. I look like a madman. Like I look like a super caffeinated person. So yeah, coffee's good, water's good. Stay well hydrated when you're there. But I probably do like 5 miles, because I'm just constantly walking, constantly sorting. And that's how you can compress time. People are like, how do you find 20 items in an hour? It's because I am constantly, there's not a second where I'm not sorting through items. So I am constantly sorting through items. And that's why I can find a bunch of gold items very quickly, because I don't stop. I don't hesitate. I'm just constantly picking through as many things as I can. I try not to leave anything unturned. I will go through the whole entire bin if I have to. So when I find the 20 to 40 items for the day, then I go home. And I don't sit there talking, because there's people there that just talk for hours. If you ever spot me in the flesh, live, kind of like this, if it's at the bins, I will give you the time of day and talk for 5 minutes. But our job is not to talk. If you want to talk, we can go out to dinner later, lunch later, hang out later. But when we're at the bins, we got to be rocking and rolling got to be deep diving in those bins, sorting, and getting the job done. Because when you're at the bins, you want to constantly be moving and looking for things, and that is the most important thing. You don't want to spend time stopping or waiting for the new carts to come out. Basically, when the new carts come out, I just kind of like am around the perimeter, and what I do is I find a gap, and what I'll do is I'll just dive right in. So when there's like a gap, because people will like run out and run around the bins, and they're like crazy vintage people. They're not crazy, but they have their goal, right? And so I respect that for sure. And they like pick through clothes super fast, and then they run around. And so when there's a gap, what I'll do is I'll run in, and I'll basically stay there for as long as I can. I may get elbowed, I may get like dirty looks, but not really. Like, they're all super cool. But what I'll do is I'll try to get that gap and go in ASAP to the new bins. So I kind of am getting the best of both worlds. While everyone's waiting, I'm like circling around all the picked over bins, and then when there's a gap, I'll run right in and basically infiltrate and get a bunch of good stuff. Like, I did that the other day, and I found these really, really nice Lululemon like chino pants, like golf pants, like super, super nice. And I started wearing them, so they're gonna sell soon. But if you guys give me a thumbs up, you will get a sale within 24 hours guaranteed. If not, I'll give you $20. Just hit me up on Instagram, guys. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any last questions. There's a question about the USPS shipping that drops. So I haven't really researched it, and I don't think it. I know some people are freaking out, but I think eBay is going to take care of it, and it'll be easy. I think it's just, from what I heard, it's going to be very similar prices. They're just changing the name, changing some rules and stuff. So yeah. Yo, Christian Baus, what's going on? Almost at 1,000 subs. Yep, getting there, man. Getting there. Just gotta stay consistent. Gotta stay consistent. I actually saw Christian on YouTube, and I saw him first on YouTube, and then I met him in person. And he's the OG. Christian, are you still in LA? Or San Diego? Or Palm Springs? How's it over there, man? There's a question. Yeah, so the USPS new changes, like, I don't know. Honestly, like, oh yeah, Colombia. That's awesome. How's Colombia, man? What time is there? That's insane. But yeah, I'm not too like familiar on the new shipping changes, but I heard it's going to be like very similar prices. They're just like changing the name and changing some things. I actually heard it's going to be slightly better. And then people are freaking out with like business policies and like, are you going to have to go in one by one and change everything? I don't think so. I think eBay is going to make it like super cool for everyone, and it should be pretty easy. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, but I could be wrong. And but yeah, I will look into that heavily soon. It's going to come out on July 6th, I believe. So we still got some time. So I guess try to go hard on first class, guys, and try to get the most out of it right now, and mark down some first class items and try to get a bunch of it moving. When I find that like I start like moving first class or cheaper things, it kind of like moves all the higher end stuff. So volume game sucks, but it also, I feel like, gives your store velocity, and then it kind of pushes like more expensive items. So like, I don't recommend volume, but it can kind of turn on your store a little bit. So yeah, today, guys, I'm at let's see what the sales are for today. I'm at $200 by 12, which is okay. So I'll probably hit like 400 to 500 in sales today on eBay. Yesterday was $350 for the day. So honestly, with the clothing business, I would say if you're over $333 per day, you're in good shape. You will be at like 10,000 for the month. And I think that's where I want to help all of you guys, because I did it myself. So if I can do it, I know you guys can do it. It's just it takes finding gold items and then slowly increasing your daily listing goal. So I'd say when you have around 2,000 items in your store that are really good, if you're listing around 20 per day, at that point, you can definitely hit $10,000 a month. So it's going to take a little bit of time. It took me like 8 months to get there. But like I said, consistency is very important. And yeah, consistency is the most important thing. So, it took me a little bit of time, but I'd say when you're at the 2,000 items in your store mark, and preferably if they're all gold, you could maybe be at 20,000 a month. So I'd say half of my store is garbage. Half of my store is very low value items. The other half is really good. But you guys, we're gonna hop off here soon. Let me know if you have any last second questions. That way I can handle it for you guys and help you guys blow up. Can the customer see how many times an item has been revised? Nope. So you can revise as many listings as you want, and the customer will not see any edits or what you changed. If they purchased it, you can't change the listing. Or if there's a watcher, you can't change your listing. Someone said that they could, but I have never been able to change or edit my title when there's a watcher or after someone has actually paid. I would like to request a video on how you do your research. I will create a video that's not live on this, but essentially what I do is I go through basically like I'll look at other YouTubers like Bins Halls, and then also a really good way to research is just go through the top brands that you know of and go to the solds on eBay and go from high to low and try to find the range of sales that are around 30 to like $100 and try to study those brands or the titles or what they did to sell it. That's a really good way. So you could go through like Theory or Prana. You could even do Polar Ralph Lauren, see what's selling in that price range to get a really good look at what is selling in that price range, because that's really where you want to be. A gold item for me is the $30 to $100 sale with very low cost of goods, like $5 into 50 to 100 is how you is really the sweet spot where you want to be to make some huge dough on eBay. Been reselling for about a year now and came to realize that it's all about what you get back, finding good profitable items with high sell-through rate and good condition, no stains for a very low price is a hit or miss. Scaling up takes a long time. You can put a lot of money in. 100K is really half minus the cost of sourcing, gas, etc. Feels like if you live in a cheap place, it's doable, but living in a major city or a state that's expensive, I don't know if it's worth it. It's a lot for us to get in. It's a lot of work for what we get in return. I feel like you have to have so many items as well, which would require storage and space and expenses. Is that your experience the same? So I would say if you're doing the volume model, I don't think it's worth it. Unless like you have no expenses, everything's paid for, and you have like income coming in. If you're doing the volume mall-based model where you're trying to get $10 profit with like a $20 to $25 sale, I don't think that's worth your time. I think it'd be better possibly getting a job. But I think what is worth it is the 20 profit model where you're selling things for 40 to $50 minimum. And then if you get 13 sales per day at $20 profit, that's a six-figure income. And 13 listings a day doesn't really take that much time. It's like 2 hours a day, maybe 2 to 3 hours sourcing. Let's say 5 hours a day, you can hit 6 figures profit, which is around let's just say 200,000 gross. Let's just say you make half of it, which you're going to make probably like 55% if you're making $20 profit. Good question by Mike Z6864. Any other questions, guys? We will end here shortly. Do you sell vitamins? I don't sell vitamins, but I would like to sell vitamins because I'm really into like health and wellness and holistic stuff. I don't sell vitamins, and I know you can do liquidation pallets for vitamins and stuff, but there's also an issue where if it expires, you can get your account banned and all of that stuff. So I don't want to deal with expiration dates and all that. It's just going to be too much for me. So I just like clothing because it lasts for a while, and yeah. Yeah, guys, if you haven't liked the video yet, do so, and you'll get a sale within 24 hours, guaranteed. Let's see what else here. Someone said eBay is a joke now. eBay is an absolute joke now because you're getting charged way too many times now. I noticed because my bank statements, they took from my bank statements, corporate greed. Yeah, I mean, if they're taking from your bank statements, then someone said that like eBay is charging their bank just random fees. I find that very hard to believe, but that would be insane. That's never happened to me. But yes, eBay fees, and if you promote on top of the eBay fees, it's going to be like 23%. So that's like a quarter of the sale. Plus shipping can be a quarter of your sale. So that's why it's like 50%. So my margin's around 50% because eBay takes about 25 because I promote at 10% listing promoted rate, and then my shipping is about a quarter. Then they take up the taxes, which is like 5%, and there's but still, like, I'm cool with that because in most business models, the margins are way like 10%, 5%. So, the thing about eBay is they have the infrastructure, they're promoting for you. Like if I were to just do Shopify, I would have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars basically promoting the items that I have. And it's not even guaranteed. With eBay, they pretty much do all the work for you. They find your customer and they only charge you the promoted listing fee once it sells. So I think that's a win-win-win. And I'm cool if they take 25%. I am totally cool with that because I would not be able to sell this used clothing if there wasn't a third-party business that is actually promoting all of my items. Like if it wasn't for eBay, I would not be doing this. If I had to do this just on my own Shopify site, I wouldn't do it because I don't know how to do my own ads. I don't know how to do like Google AdWords and all that stuff, or Facebook ads. And I heard that stuff, the algorithm constantly changes and stuff, and people can do really good and then it's just crushed the next month. So I think it's a win-win with eBay because they find your customer, they get you the customer, they take 25%, and I think that's absolutely worth it. Divine, what's going on, my man? Hey Tom, do you take your pictures in the one ratio? Absolutely. So I just go to my camera like this. I go to my camera and I put it in square mode. So you just swipe up and yeah, if you can see the 1-on-1, I hit that. So I think the default is 16:9, which it's like it's not landscape, it's I forget, portrait or whatever. It's been a while. But yeah, you just can put it into square, which then turns it into 1-to-1. So yes, 1-to-1 when I'm taking photos. That's what eBay wants. Whatever eBay wants is how we need to list because damn, it's cold in here. This air conditioning's blown in my face again. Yeah, 1-to-1 is what you want to do. Do you always promote your listings or never? I promote all my listings at 10%. But you could also just give it a week and then start promoting it after a week. Because I'd say about after a week, if it hasn't sold, it starts to get bumped down. So that's when you could also start doing the promotion, or you could do it after 24 hours. So you can list everything, have 24 hours go by, and then you can start promoting. And I'd say promoting is absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. So yeah, I do 10% on clothing. I'm not going to go over 10%. I'd say 10% is really where you want to be at. Rivas. I'm a little dyslexic, so if I pronounced your name wrong, you can just kind of pronounce it, and I'll get it right. Nice. Just got a sale for $21 plus. I believe that's going to be $8.90 shipping, so around $30 for a Globetrotters jersey. It's a huge jersey, by the way, and it's been sitting for a little while. I was surprised. I originally pressed it like 100 because it's super nice. Rivas, hello, just found your channel a couple days ago. I just started going to the bins 3 weeks ago. So far I sold one shirt. Yeah, man, or one skirt. Yeah, so in the beginning it takes time, and when you start selling, so if you sold a skirt, maybe try to find a very similar skirt. And so, for instance, like Zara isn't the best brand, but I sell so much Zara where eBay's like, this guy has a track record of selling Zara. So every time I list Zara, it sells in like a day or two. So if you start to sell things, try to get very similar items to what you've sold in the past, because you have a track history of selling that item. And eBay does something where they will get very similar customers for the item that you got. So if I'm selling a lot of Tommy Bahama hoodies just like this, if I anytime I find these hoodies, I'm gonna pick it up. Or if I have a really good track record for, let's just say, Nike running shorts, I pick them up because they sell really fast for me. So try to figure out what sells really good for your store and just keep doing that. If something works, keep doing that. If you just sold 1 in 3 weeks, just try to be consistent. Try to list once a day, 2 times a day, 5 times a day. Try to create a very consistent pattern. And a pattern is what the algorithm wants. The robot wants to see a pattern. Also, respond to customers immediately and try to ship out same day or one business day. That shows eBay that you're reliable, you're serious. It shows eBay that like you're taking this like full time, and so they want to see maximum effort on your end. They want to see that you are that you're crushing it. Yeah. So they just paid $31 for that jersey. Not bad. So since the stream, I made like what, $60 already in 30 minutes. So you guys, it took about 8 months to get to a point where I'm selling things like every hour, every two an hour. It takes time. It takes consistency. It takes just repetitive. It can be a little draining, like I said, but you just have to treat it like a job. And but yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. We're almost at the hour mark, so if you guys have any last second questions, if you need anything, any questions, I'm here regarding anything. So if you have any questions at all, let me know, and I will handle that question for you. But I really do appreciate all the support. I appreciate you guys hanging out today. And but yeah, if you guys have any last second questions, we'll end it here shortly. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a what sold video after this, and then I'll create some more like high end, high quality sales content on how to increase sales. But yeah, I mean, making 6 figures is a lot easier than you think on eBay. It's just consistent daily action, sourcing the best items, sourcing only gold, staying longer at the bins, staying longer on your sourcing route, really trying to stay as long as it takes until you come home with your listing goal, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Try to get 30 gold items. Try to work up your business. If you eventually want to do this full time, try to work up to doing 30 per day, where it's 30 gold items per day. You will have way more money than you know what to do with. And it'll be impossible for you to spend the money that you're making, because 30 gold items is insane, guys. Yeah, it's about 18,000 per month if you're just making $20 profit on 30 sales a day. But yeah, the sales are going to come in once you have a track record and once you've been consistent long enough. There's just going to be it's like fishing lines in the water, right? So if you have 2,500 fishing lines in the water and they're all like in demand items, then you're going to be getting sales all the time. And so yeah. Okay, guys, so we're going to end it here shortly. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate your time hanging out with me. You guys are the OGs. And yeah, we'll see you guys very, very soon. Have a wonderful day. Get your listing goals done. And yeah, I hope you guys have the best sales day ever. Peace.